Hi guys, this is Erika Astrid, fashion and editorial photographer in LA and Portland. Today I want to show you how I make my mood board and why it's so important to make a mood board for each shoot that you do. First off, I start with an inspiration. I found this picture on Instagram and right away I screenshotted it and knew I was going to use this as an inspiration for my shoot with Sarah. The reason why I do mood boards is that everyone on the team knows what the feel and the whole look and everything of the shoot will be. It's really important to communicate with your team and not just say, oh yeah, I want to do this shoot, we'll do whatever, because that just makes everyone frustrated and it just doesn't turn out as good. So you're going to be frustrated too in the end. And it's really, really fun to make one. So I'm going to show you how I do it from start to finish, and then hopefully you can do it for your next shoot and see how much fun it is and how everyone really appreciates it. So like I told you before, Pinterest is my main inspiration for all my inspiration boards, my mood boards. So I go on Pinterest and I know I want to go for a wet, oily look since that one photo was my inspiration. So up here in the bar, in the search bar of Pinterest, I type in wet editorial. Super simple, try that. So that's my first step. And then I look at the images and pick the ones that I really love. I love that one, and I hit hold the command key and click on the image. That opens them up in a new tab up there. So I do that with all the ones that I really like. After that, I go to each image, right click on it, save image as. I have my folder on my desktop called Sarah, and in that folder is a folder called Moods. I save it in there. And I do that with all the images. Then I scroll down for each image and it has related pins. Pinterest knows what I'm looking for, what I like, which is really cool. So I go through those as well and do the same thing. Command, click on it, save them, and I do that for about 2 hours until I have about 50 images and that are cohesive, and I'm not just looking for oily faces because that would be boring. I'm looking for everything. The mood, the poses, the hair, the styling could be completely different. The hair can be completely different than the face. So in this image, for example, I like the oiliness, but I don't like the red lip because I don't want it to be colorful. So yeah, so I look for all these things. But later when we put the mood board together, I will show you how you can let your team know what part you like of each image. So now that I looked at all the images in wet editorial, I'm going to try a different one, editorial oil, see if there's anything I like. Just try different combinations that fit your initial inspiration and you'll come up with some really cool stuff. And sometimes it's completely different than your initial inspiration, which is really cool. So it evolves and turns into your photo shoot. So now I'm going to try editorial swim for styling. I know I want to shoot by a pool. I know I want it to be wet, oily. So I'm going to pick some images for that. So I sped this up for you so you don't have to watch me, but I'm basically going through and then saving all the images that I found, going through and finding more and putting them all in the moods folder. So now that we've saved images, we're going to go to the folder on the desktop, Sarah Moods. I think about, 50 images right in here. We have to rename them all. So how are we going to do that? We're going to rename the ones that are for hair, the ones that are for makeup, the ones that are for styling, the ones that are just for the feel of the poses. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to speed this up for you guys. Also, while renaming these, I find some that I actually don't like anymore, so I'll just throw them in the trash. And now we have them all named, and we're going to go open Photoshop, go up here to File, Automate, Contact Sheet 2, click on that, so this will pop up. We choose our folder, Sarah, and moods. That's our folder with all the mood images. Open that. And then document inches 8 by 10, 300 dpi. And then now we have 48 images. We had 50, I deleted 2. So 7 times 7 is 49. So we're going to do 7 times 7. And we check that box. Arial regular 6 is a good font size for it. You want it to be small, not too big, but so they can still read it. Okay? And then there's an automated process. It's pretty fast. So now we have all our images on one sheet, all labeled hair and makeup, posing and feel, and styling. So now we're going to make this a little bigger. Crop tool, pull it up a bit, and crop it, and then we fill that part above there with white. And then the type tool, black, Arial, and then font size 8. And then we type in all the information. First we say mood board, and then photographer, model, hair and makeup, styling, date, time, and location. And then we just make it pretty. Make it a little bigger, move it, and just make it look good. Then we save it. Save as mood board and as a PDF, so it's easy to send. And turn off the layers, otherwise it's too big. They don't need the layers. And have it high quality. Yep. And then save it. And that's it. You don't need to save that. If you can, if you want, but it's already saved as a PDF. You don't need to save it as a Photoshop file if you don't want to. And there it is in our folder. And now ready to be sent out to the whole team. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it inspired you for your next shoot, and I can't wait to see what you do. So I want you to take action now. I want you to comment below and let me know how your process is before a shoot, how you get inspired, where you go to get inspired. I'm always really curious to see where other people get their inspiration from. And then also let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.